Okay, it's Tuesday, May 12th, 2020, and it's workout of the day 27. Okay, so I got two brand new exercises for you today that are kind of mixed into the circuit, and then we got three classics that I'm mixing in from the previous 100 that we worked on this last month. Okay, so exercise number one, classic exercise, we got our reverse lunges. Exercise number two is a brand new exercise for you. It's a shoulder press, okay, and I'm going to show you how to modify that as well, okay. Number three is going to be our seated ab crunch. One of my favorite ab exercises you can do that's really simple from a seated position on the ground, okay. Number four, another new exercise, close grip tricep press. And I'll show you how to make that harder or less hard. Okay, and then number five is going to be our oblique swimmers today. So we're going to be targeting the love handle area. Stay with me and I'll show them to you one at a time. Okay, so exercise number one today is going to be our reverse lunges, and we're going to try 10 on each side. Okay, so we're going to do alternating fashion, and that'll be a little easier way to do it. Okay, so we're going to start. Make sure you leave room for yourself at the back of the mat here. Okay, so we've done these before, but it's been a while. Okay, so these are going to be good posture. I just keep my hands together in the front. You can do what you want to do here. Okay, make sure you're reaching back with your foot. And then I'm aiming to try to come down with my legs in a 90-degree, my front leg in a 90-degree position here, and then my back leg down. You don't want to come down with your knee in front of your toes, okay? So I'm lunging with a big step back, touch, okay? And then touch. And we're just going to alternate those back and forth for 10 repetitions. Okay, exercise two today is a brand new exercise. Okay, this is called our shoulder press, and I'm going to show you a few different ways to make it harder or less difficult depending on your shoulders and depending on your needs today. Okay, so we're going to do this exercise like this. Shoulder press, what we're trying to do is basically make the shoulders do the work. So if we do a push-up, primarily, we're doing some shoulder work, but primarily your chest is doing most of the work. So how do we change that angle? What we can actually do is come up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually bring my top of my head into the mat right in between my hands, okay? And bring my head down. And that puts most of the stress right against my shoulders. Now, if that's too hard for you, keep in mind, you can do the same thing in the modified position here. So if you're not going to be as high as here, where you're kind of dive bombing down and pushing yourself up, you can do the same thing from the knees here, okay, and still bring yourself up a little bit higher and then bring the top of your head down. So you would still be here and push up and push up. And that's still going to put a little bit more stress on your shoulders. Okay, exercise three today is going to be our seated ab crunch. It's been a while on this one. This is one of my favorite exercises to throw into the mix here. Okay, so on this one, we're going to be back with our hands back a little bit. We want to have some stability back here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're kind of reaching. And remember, you can keep your hands anywhere in here that you feel comfortable, okay? There's no rules on this. We're gonna bring the knees in and crunch, and then out. And you're bringing the knees in as you're kind of reaching out, and then you're leaning back, and then you're pulling yourself to your knees while you're bringing your knees in, okay? If that's too hard for you, remember, just kind of go. You can even keep the feet touching the ground, bring them up, touch the ground, bring them up, or you don't need to reach all the way out. The further you bring them in and the further they go out, the harder it's going to be. Okay, exercise number four today is another new exercise, okay, on top of the 100 that we did last month. This is our close grip tricep push-up, okay, push-up. Okay, so same position as a push-up, except I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my elbows here that's going to make it specifically for the triceps, okay? We're here, normally for a push-up, we're going to go pretty wide grip, and that's going to mostly work the chest and the front of the shoulders. To get the tricep involved, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to bring my grip quite a bit closer, okay? Not quite close enough to bring my fingers together like you might see some of the Green Berets do. Okay, you don't need to get that close. I think this is a little bit bad for your elbows, but you can bring your hands pretty close together, maybe a hand length apart, okay? And then with my elbows, I'm not letting them go out. I'm gonna bring them in to the sides of my body, okay? So the push-up's gonna look like this. And that's really accentuating the work against my triceps, okay? So pretty close together, and the closer you are with your hands, the harder it's going to be, okay? If we're here, it's going to be much harder, and it's working your triceps more. The wider your hands are, it's going to take away from your triceps specifically, okay? So it's not as much on the triceps. You're going to be out here. It's going to be easier, and you're actually using more muscle. So on this one, we're going to bring our hands in. For a modification on that one, just before we move on, same type of thing. Obviously, if you can't come up into this military position, just try coming down into a modified knee position here. So you're still going to keep your elbows in, okay? And you're bringing your head in between your hands here, and you're pushing up. And that's going to accentuate your tricep muscles. Okay, and exercise number 5 today is going to be our oblique swimmers. It's been a while since we visited these. Exercise for the obliques and kind of the love handle area, okay? Okay, so on this one, we're going to be on our side. Specifically, we're going to be dropping onto this elbow. So if we're on our left side, we're going to drop onto our left elbow. Okay, the right hand can be back, just stabilizing, okay? And on this one, we're keeping the feet above the ground, okay? So if you keep them down, it's not really doing much. We're just lying on the ground, okay? If you lift them up, I'm already feeling these muscles working, okay? On this swimmer, we're kicking your legs apart as far as they can possibly go, okay? So on this one, it's this one. Remember, we're kicking 2, 3, and we're gonna try 10 on each side. So when I flip over, I'm gonna switch over to being on the right side and then on my right elbow. So this hand's gonna be available. These feet are gonna come up, so my hips is high, or my feet are as high off the ground as I can. I'm trying to keep my knees high, okay? And then I'm going to kick apart like I'm swimming, right? And we'll go 10 times on each side. All right, workout of the day, 27. It's round number 1. Let's go. Okay, reverse lunges 10 times on each side. We're gonna do 10 reps of every exercise today. Okay, 3 rounds total. Let's go round 1. Reverse lunge, make sure you leave plenty of room at the back of your mat, okay? 10 times, we're gonna alternate. So we'll go right, left, 1, right, left, 2. Okay, so we're gonna start. Good posture, keep your eyes up, we're not looking down, okay? Bring your knee down, 1, keep your own pace, 2, 3, reach back, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are getting burning here, 7, 8, 9, 1 more time, reach down and reach down for 10, and 10. Okay, fantastic. So shoulder press. Remember, do this however you need to do it. If you can't do it from the feet position, okay, with this one, you're gonna have but shoulder width on the hands. Okay, if you can't do this one, remember, just drop down to your knees, keep your hands shoulder width, and we're still almost similar to that tricep push-up, the tricep push-ups with your hands really close together. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna come up with my feet up, and if you wanna make it even harder, remember what you can do on this one is bring one of your feet up, and suddenly all of the weight of your leg is transferred to your shoulders. Okay, that's gonna make it even more intense, okay? So I'm gonna keep both my feet down for my own sake here. Okay, we're here, feet can be as wide as you wanna be. Bringing my head right between my hands, here we go. I'm looking right in between my legs this way, okay? 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You really feel that in the shoulders. Great exercise. Okay, so we got our seated ab crunch. Let's pop right back here. Okay, so we're gonna get stable. We're gonna come in and let's start with 1, 2, 3, reach, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Flip over again. We're gonna get our close grip tricep push up. Okay, so push up position. Okay, hands are out, hands are close, elbows are in, okay? Elbows are tight to your body. Okay, here we go. 10 times, nice and stable like a push-up. Elbows are right next to my body instead of outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's a tough exercise right there. Great on the triceps. And then we'll finish and go oblique swimmers, 10 on each side. Okay, so let's start with the left side. Drop onto the left elbow. Okay, remember, elevate here, and you're already gonna feel these muscles working. Okay, so if we just did lifts there, you'd already get a good exercise. We're gonna swim from there. Okay, so here, just keep this hand so you can stabilize you so you don't flop over when you start moving, okay? So we're here, and let's go 10 times, and we'll switch sides, okay? 1, 2, keep the feet high at all times. 4, and keep your head high, right? 6, great exercise. 7, 8, go wide, and 10. Okay, flip over, dropping onto the right elbow. Okay, left hand is available for stability. Lift, high as I can't go higher than that, okay? And 1, 2, stay high with the feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Round 1's done. We got 2 to go. Okay, it's round number 2. Stay with me. Reverse lunges, 10 reps on each side, and then we'll move right on. Okay, so get the front of the mat here. Let's get going. Good posture. Eyes are up. We're coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're halfway. 6. You're going to get a good burn in the quadriceps on this one. 7. Good. 8. Almost there. 9. One more time. 10 and 10. Okay, great job. We got shoulder presses. Okay, so we're going to come up. Remember, we're diving down. We want the angle going down in between the shoulders and in between the hands here. So we're going to come up. Let's go 10 times. I'm looking that way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm touching down, and 10. Let's flip over. Okay, let's keep on going if you can. Okay, we're doing that seated abdominal crunch. Okay, reaching out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, finish strong. 8, 2 more. 9, last one, and 10. Okay, close grip tricep. So we're gonna flip over again. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Keep your hands really close together, okay? Elbows on your sides. Hot push-up position, nose down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those are really tough push-ups, okay? And then we got oblique swimmers. Let's start on the left again. Okay, drop down on your left elbow. Elevate your feet, high as you can, both of them, okay? Hand down, just fingers down for stability, okay? We're gonna start, feet wide, 1 time. Here we go, 1, and we're gonna go 10 reps on each side. 1, this is round 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, switch sides. Right elbow. Keep this hand available. Okay, feet are wide, or feet are high. Feet are coming wide here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Great job. We have 1 more round to go. Okay, it's round 3, final round. Stay with me. Reverse lunges 10 times on each side. Let's keep it going, keep it going. Okay, 10 times. Get on the front of your mat. Good posture. Remember, try to go all the way down to your knee if you can. If you can't, just go as low as you can comfortably go. Keep it safe for yourself, okay? So, good posture. Here we go. 10 times. I'm starting with the right leg and reach. Control. Pace yourself on this last round if you have to, okay? Let's get through this. 2. Let's get through this. See, remember, good form. I got good form. Okay, focus on your form. Don't focus on speed. Speed up when you start getting your form perfect, okay? 5, we're halfway. 6, 7. You can use your arms like a counterbalance here in front. That's why I have them in front. It helps me to keep my balance. But you can go out this way if it helps you. Whatever works for you, okay? Last one, and then we got our shoulder press last time. And 10. Okay, we disposed of those reverse lunges. Good job. Okay, shoulder press. There we go. Coming high, going right in between the hands. My arms are about shoulders distance apart. Okay. The higher we are, the better angle we have, the more pressure we can put against the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to try to get it nice and high here. Looking through this way. Remember, one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, last one, and 10. Great on the shoulders. Okay. Seated ab crunches. We're going to go 10 times there. Breathe if you need to. Okay. Take a rest. You can keep on going. Let's keep going. Let's finish this out. We got a couple more exercises to go, and then we're done. Okay. We've got 27s. Almost finished. Here we go. And 1. Bring those knees into the chin. 2. Crunch. Breathe. 4. Breathe on the crunch. 5. Keep your feet above the ground. 6. 7. The higher your feet are, the harder your abs are working. 2 more. 9. And 10. Okay, breathe if you need to. Close grip tricep press. and then we're gonna finish with the swimmers for the obliques, and then we are gonna be done, okay? So tricep press. Hands are almost close enough so my thumbs can touch if I reach out, okay? That's pretty close. Okay, about a hand width, and then keep your elbows close to your body. I'm gonna start out here. Okay, nose towards the middle, still in a push-up position if you can, okay? We're not up like this, we're coming in flat. This is a push-up. Okay, close grip push-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You really feel those working right here. Okay, and then oblique swimmers. Let's start back on the left one more time. And then we'll switch sides, we'll be done. 10 reps each. Left elbow, right hand available for stability on your left hip. Feet are elevated, okay? That's our starting position, remember, okay? Feet are going wide. 10 times, let's go. Swimmers. Elevation of the feet is constant. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your head up, keep your knees up. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, flip sides. Last exercise, last round, last group of sets, okay, or last group of reps here. Okay, let's go high with the feet. You're on your right hip, or at least your right side, okay? And apart 10 times. Let's go. Last round. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your head high. Keep your knees up. Keep your feet up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Fantastic job. Workout of the day 27 is finished. Stay with me for the trainer tip of the day. Okay, fantastic workout of the day, everybody. Okay, great job. Okay, so for the trainer tip of the day today, I wanted to answer another one of those common questions I get where people talk about stretching before or after exercise. Okay, so if you're going to stretch, most people I know, now I think about stretching, when people ask me about stretching, I tend to think about it in a very practical way. Only because if someone takes an hour out of their day to exercise and then they say, oh, well, I want to do stretching too, okay? I don't know too many people, okay, unless they're professional athletes or something, that spend like an hour on flexibility and an hour on cardio and strength training and stuff like that every single day, okay? Not very common, okay, but there is a time to stretch whether before or after exercise, so I'll give you my opinion on that as well as kind of some science that goes along with it. So in terms of stretching, if you're going to stretch either before or after, obviously it's one or the other, right? If you're going to do your exercise, they're going to say that's the most important part of your day, unless you're really getting into some particularly flexibility thing like a kung fu tournament or something like that, okay? If you're just looking for general health, okay, obviously your basic workout's probably your most important foundation. You've got to keep that going. If you're going to start working in stretching, that's great, okay? There's nothing wrong with working on that. That's just going to improve your health and everything else. But as far as before or after, it's kind of been proven that it's actually better after your exercise. Not necessarily right after your exercise routine. That's ideal if you do your stretching right when you're warm, right after your exercise, okay? But that's not usually ideal in terms of your time. A lot of times we got to exercise and then we got to run and go and do something else right after that. We may have time to stretch later in the afternoon or the evening or whatever, but it's going to be after your workout, okay? So think of this as your basic idea with muscles. The muscles are very elastic, okay? So the colder they are, so the first, right when you get out of bed, they're going to be kind of cold and tight. That's when you don't really want to stretch, okay? So kind of think of that as your pre-exercise state. You're going to be a little less flexible. You're going to be more flexible once you've worked those muscles out thoroughly in a lot of different positions, okay? And so it hasn't been scientifically proven to help you avoid injuries by stretching before, but it has been proven to help you avoid injuries by actually stretching after, which helps keep your muscle tissue a little bit more pliable. So there does seem to be some evidence to show that stretching after exercise helps eliminate lactic acid, helps eliminate muscle soreness, especially post-exercise muscle soreness, okay? And it can also actually help increase or decrease your chances of getting injuries moving forward, okay? So there doesn't seem to be any real benefit to stretching beforehand, even though it seems like a good thing to do sometimes. So my professional opinion is try stretching. If you're going to stretch, try stretching after your exercise program, whenever that is. That's the trainer tip of the day.